Welcome back to Top 10s Box. Get ready to turn up the heat, because today we're diving into the most seductive, emotional, and unforgettable films coming your way in 2026. This is the best erotic romantic movies of upcoming 2026, a collection of passionate stories, irresistible chemistry, and breathtaking moments you won't forget. Our countdown of the hottest and most romantic films starts right now. Winter, Spring, Summer or Fall is at the 10th place of our list. Winter, Spring, Summer or Fall is a coming-of-age romantic drama directed by Tiffany Paulson and written by Dan Schaffer, which made its world premiere at the Tribeca Film Festival on June 6, 2024. The film stars Jenna Ortega and Percy Hines-White, reuniting the popular on-screen duo from Wednesday to portray Remy, a high-achieving student destined for Harvard, and Barnes, a laid-back musician with a more spontaneous approach to life. Structured uniquely around 4 specific days spread across the 4 seasons of a single year, the narrative chronicles their accidental meetings and the deepening emotional bond between two opposites, exploring themes of destiny, personal growth, and the transformative nature of first love as their lives intersect at critical moments. Together is at the 9th place of our list. Together is a British comedy drama film released theatrically in the United States on August 27, 2021. Following its initial television premiere on BBC Two in the United Kingdom in June of that same year. Directed by Stephen Daldry with co-direction by Justin Martin, and written by Dennis Kelly, the film stars James McAvoy and Sharon Horgan as a volatile couple, referred to only as he and she, who are forced to navigate the complexities of their failing relationship while locked down together during the COVID-19 pandemic. Shot in just 10 days, the movie employs a distinct theatrical style where the characters frequently break the fourth wall to address the audience directly, delivering a claustrophobic, sharp-witted, and emotional exploration of love and hatred in confinement that garnered critical acclaim for the intense chemistry and stamina of its 2 lead actors. The Threesome is at the 8th place of our list. The Threesome is a coming-of-age comedy directed by Chad Hartigan and written by Brett Urich, which held its world premiere at the Deauville American Film Festival on September 13, 2024. The film stars Zoey Deutch, Jonah Hauer-King, and Ruby Cruz as a trio of socially awkward teenagers who, desperate to change their high school reputations before graduation, forge an unlikely alliance to spread a rumor that they engaged in a threesome together. Designed as a modern throwback to the raunchy teen comedies of the late 90s like American Pie, the narrative follows the chaotic aftermath of their fabrication as the lie spirals out of control, forcing the group to navigate the complications of newfound popularity, jealousy, and the genuine emotional bonds that form amidst their hilariously disastrous scheme to appear experienced. The Wrong Paris is at the 7th place of our list. The Wrong Paris is a romantic comedy directed by Janine Damian and written by Janine Damian, Michael Damian, and Kelly Lambert, which was released in 2025. The film stars Miranda Cosgrove as Dawn and Pearson Fote as Trey, supported by Frances Fisher, and centers on a whimsical travel mix-up where a young woman, attempting to travel to Paris, France for a dream opportunity, accidentally ends up in the small town of Paris, Texas. While stranded in this unexpected location, she meets a charming local bachelor who helps her navigate the town, leading to a journey of self-discovery where she learns that finding herself and true love might happen in the last place she ever intended to visit, delivering a charming and lighthearted narrative that plays on the classic fish-out-of-water trope. People We Meet on Vacation is at the 6th place of our list. People We Meet on Vacation is a romantic comedy drama directed by Brett Haley and with a screenplay by Yulin Kwang based on the New York Times best-selling novel by Emily Henry, released exclusively on Netflix in 2025. The film stars Emily Bader as Poppy Wright and Tom Blythe as Alex Nilsson, portraying 2 best friends with opposite personalities. She is a chaotic wild child, he is a stoic khaki wearer who reunite for one final summer trip after a 2-year estrangement caused by a mysterious falling out. As a high-profile production from Netflix and 3000 Pictures, the movie adapts one of the most popular book talk sensations of the decade, weaving together a present-day timeline with flashbacks of the duo's previous summer vacations to tell a heartfelt story about forgiveness, growth, and the terrifying leap from friendship into romance. June and John is at the 5th place of our list. June and John is an experimental romantic drama written and directed by Luc Besson, which premiered at the American French Film Festival on November 1, 2021, before seeing a limited release in France in December 2023. The film stars Luke Stanton and Deborah Revay as the titular couple, two strangers who cross paths in Los Angeles and engage in a passionate, whirlwind romance. Shot in complete secrecy during the height of the COVID-19 lockdown with a minimal crew and practically no budget, the movie captures the eerie emptiness of the city and serves as a raw, intimate study of love and freedom and confinement, because it was produced as a spontaneous guerrilla art project rather than a commercial blockbuster and distributed primarily through niche channels and limited screenings. Official download figures and box office statistics remain unreported. Ruth and Boaz is at the 4th place of our list. Netflix released Ruth and Boaz globally on September 26, 2025. The film was directed by Alana Brown, with a screenplay by Michael Elliott and Corey Tynan. It was produced by Tyler Perry and Devin Franklin under their faith-based content deal with Netflix. The movie stars Soraya as Ruth, a former Atlanta music artist trying to escape her troubled past, Tyler Lepley as Boaz, a vineyard owner in rural Tennessee, and Felicia Rashad as Naomi, the grieving mother of Ruth's late boyfriend. The cast also includes a number of music industry names, like Babyface and Jermaine Dupri, giving the film a blend of cinematic and musical star power. A Big Bold Beautiful Journey is at the 3rd place of our list. Kaganata directed the film and Seth Rice wrote it. The principal cast includes Margot Robbie and Colin Farrell as the lead Sarah and David, along with Kevin Kline and Phoebe Waller-Bridge in supporting roles. The film premiered in the Philippines on September 17, 2025, and was released in the United States on September 19, 2025. What is public? Box office data shows the film grossed around $20 and $22 million worldwide against a production budget of about $45 million. It underperformed commercially by typical Hollywood standards, which suggests its theatrical reach was limited. The Map That Leads to You is at the 2nd place of our list. The Map That Leads to You is a sweeping romantic drama directed by the acclaimed Lasse Hallström, featuring a screenplay by Vera Herbert and Les Bohem adapted from the beloved novel by J.P. Munninger. The film stars Madelyn Cline as Heather Mulgrew and KJ Apa as Jack, supported by a talented ensemble including Sophia Wiley, Madison Thompson, Orlando Norman, and Josh Lucas. Premiering on Amazon Prime Video on August 20, 2025, the story centers on Heather, a meticulous college graduate with her entire future mapped out, whose post-graduation trip to Europe takes an unexpected turn. Her plans are thrown into beautiful chaos when she encounters Jack, a charming but enigmatic traveler following the path of his grandfather's vintage journal. As the pair traverses scenic European landscapes, their undeniable chemistry deepens into a profound romance, forcing them to navigate not only the winding streets of foreign cities but also life-altering secrets and the realization that the best journey might be the one you never planned. Jingle Bell Heist is at the top of our list. The film was released on Netflix on November 26, 2025. It was directed by Michael Famagnari, with a screenplay by Abby McDonald and Amy Reed. The main cast includes Olivia Holt as Sophie and Connor Swindells as Nick. Supporting actors include Lucy Punch and Peter Serafinowicz. The story centers on two down-on-their-luck hourly workers who team up to rob a luxury department store in London on Christmas Eve. In the process of planning and executing the heist, they begin to fall for each other, mixing romance, holiday charm, and criminal thrills. However, the film quickly landed on Netflix's charts and has become one of the more talked-about holiday releases of 2025, showing up in top 10 streaming lists shortly after release. And that wraps up our countdown of the top 10 erotic romantic films set to dominate 2026. Which movie do you think will spark the biggest buzz or maybe even the biggest controversy? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to stay ahead of the trend and be the first to discover the steamiest, most talked about films of the year, do us a huge favor and smash the like button and hit subscribe right now. You won't want to miss our next video, where we break down even more upcoming erotic romance films that are guaranteed to heat up 2026. Thanks for watching Top 10s Box, and we'll see you in the next one.